All right, welcome. Today, we are going to unpack one of the biggest questions in the crypto space, Ethereum versus Polygon. Are they these huge rivals locked in a battle for dominance? Or is there something else, something more interesting going on here? Let's dive in.
So let me paint a picture for you. You've been there, right? You're about to snag your first NFT, or maybe make a quick trade. You see the price, you're all set to go, you click the button, and then you see the transaction fee. And it's astronomical. Sometimes it's literally more than the thing you were trying to buy in the first place.
Well, if that's ever happened to you, then congratulations. You weren't just having a bad day. You have personally experienced the single biggest challenge facing the entire Ethereum network. It's a problem that was actually born from its own wild success.
Okay, so to really get the solution, we first have to understand the OG platform itself. Let's start thinking about Ethereum as like the main superhighway for this whole new decentralized world.
You see, Ethereum is the foundation. It's this super secure, decentralized network, basically a global computer that lets people build all sorts of apps, from finance to art, you name it. It is the big, trusted main road that pretty much everything else is built on top of.
But what happens when a highway gets a little too popular? Yeah, you get a traffic jam. And in the world of crypto, that traffic jam gets really expensive really fast. Everybody wants to use the Ethereum highway, right? Every time someone mints an NFT or makes a DeFi trade or does pretty much anything, that's another car getting onto the road. And when you have millions of cars all trying to merge at the same time, the whole thing just grinds to a halt.
Now, to get your transaction to push through all that traffic, you have to pay what's called a gas fee. Just think of it like a toll for using the highway. And when that highway is absolutely packed, bumper to bumper, the toll collectors can charge a crazy premium to let you cut the line.
And just how high can that toll get? Well, get a load of this. During peak times, the average fee, not the highest, the average can shoot up to over $65 for one transaction. That makes doing anything small, like buying a cool $10 piece of art, totally pointless.
So, this is where our story gets a hero. Because faced with this insane traffic jam, a brilliant solution popped up. We're going to call it the Express Lane Polygon.
Now, Polygon isn't a whole new highway trying to compete. No. It's what we call a Layer 2 solution. The easiest way to think about it is as a brand new multi-lane express lane built right alongside the main highway, designed specifically to let traffic fly by at incredible speeds.
So how does it pull this off? It's actually pretty clever. First, Polygon takes a whole bunch of transactions and bundles them together on its own separate road, or sidechain. Second, it processes that whole bundle super fast and for microscopic fees. And then, finally, it just sends a single, simple summary of all those transactions back to the main Ethereum highway to be secured. It's like one giant truck delivering 1,000 packages instead of 1,000 different cars clogging up the road.
Okay, so we've got the main highway and we've got the express lane. Let's actually put them side by side and see what that difference looks like in the real world.
So on one side, you've got Ethereum. It's the gold standard, unbelievably secure, but man, it can be slow and expensive. And on the other side, you have Polygon, built from the ground up for pure speed and low cost, all while it gets to borrow that rock-solid security from Ethereum.
And this just shows you the difference in cost. I mean, we are not talking about a small change here. An average transaction on Ethereum might run you $25. On Polygon, we're talking about 2 cents. It's just a completely different universe.
All right, now let's talk speed. Ethereum can process maybe 15 transactions a second. That's our traffic jam. Polygon, on the other hand, can handle up to 7,000. That is a wide open road. It's the difference between a bumpy country lane and a futuristic bullet train.
So, after looking at those charts, it is so easy to think, well, Polygon is just better, right? But see, that's missing the most important piece of the entire story. This isn't a competition. It's actually one of the most powerful partnerships in all of crypto.
Let's just break it down. Polygon handles all the high-volume, fast and furious day-to-day stuff. But Ethereum, it acts as the ultimate security layer, like the Fort Knox where everything is finally settled and locked down. Polygon makes Ethereum usable for everybody, and Ethereum gives Polygon its value and its trust. You see? They absolutely need each other.
So the most crucial point, the one thing you should take away from all this, is this.
Polygon's entire success is built on top of Ethereum's security, and Ethereum's ability to grow and be used by millions is unlocked by Polygon's speed. They're two parts of the same whole, working together to solve a massive problem.
And that really leaves you with a final thought, right? If Ethereum is the core highway system and Polygon is that absolutely essential express lane that makes the whole thing work, it just makes you wonder what other kinds of roads and bridges and tunnels are being built right now to create this massive, sprawling, decentralized city of the future.